You believe if you get some money or wealth, your life is settled, not yet time for yoga. All these things make some convenience happen in our life, but doesn't really transform us in any way. If you understand this one thing, and now yoga, pursuit of spiritual process will not work as a sedative for the population, but will act as an invigorating force. So, whether you have 1 or 10, the human child is not born like other creatures. The moment you drop them, they run around and find their food and run away. Any other creature, let's say a tiger is born, 90% he is ready-made, only 10% the mother or father has to teach them a little bit, only 10%. 90% it's all inbuilt for him. Everything he needs to know about his life is there within him. With a human child, 90% you have to teach and groom, otherwise it won't happen. If you don't do the right things, a child can come up like an animal. So, this is not because of 1 child or 10 children, it is the nature of people, that how people are attached to their children, their idea of well-being is to pour them with gifts. Well, if you really want your children to be well, you must give them strength in body, in mind, in emotion, in energy. If you give them lot of strength and stability, wherever they go, they will be well. If you just give them money, when they lose it, they're lost. They just don't lose their money. If somebody loses their money, people think they've lost their life and they want to kill themselves, isn't it? A lot of times. Not just in one place, everywhere. Because they think the moment they lose their money, they've lost their life. No. If you lost money, time for yoga. This is why Patanjali started the Yoga Sutras, which is a tremendous document on life, with half a sentence. If you still believe that by getting married or unmarried, your life will become fulfilled, not a time for yoga. If you believe if you get some money or wealth, your life is settled, not a time for yoga. If you believe if you build a new home or buy a new car, life will be fulfilled, not a time for yoga. If you know all these things make some convenience happen in our life, but doesn't really transform us in any way. If you understand this one thing, and now yoga. So, about you being the only child, because your parents were prevented from having 2, they gave you 2 children's food to you. That's happening worldwide. Most children, if you look at them, it looks like they ate 2 or 3 children's food. Look at our children, scrawny and nicely growing up, because we make them burn. Every ounce they eat, they must burn in their stomach. This is happening across the world. Children who come from affluent societies, obviously their mothers wanted to have 3, 4, 5 children, but they had only 1 or 2. So all that 5 children's food, they want to feed all of them into one. Investment. So on all levels, from food to toys to wealth to everything else, this is happening. Another reason is, this is the first generation or the second generation which is seeing both the parents going off to work, not just working around the house, going away to work somewhere else. So how to keep the child engaged? Throw some gadgets at them, keep them busy with some video game, it doesn't matter, they're shooting everybody in the world. But give them many things so that before they open their mouth and complain, throw more things and more things and more things, because parents are feeling guilty that I'm not spending enough time with my child. This is become a universal problem. The only way to handle their guilt is every day when they're coming back from office, pick up one gift and throw it in the child's hand, so child doesn't complain and goes on. This is not the way to do things, we need to find solutions for this. We need to find ways that children at least will grow up in a community. You can love them for 30 days in a year as much as you want. Rest of the time, they're in a place where they will be treated as sensible creatures, not as pampered nonsense. I would like to see a lot of Chinese children in Samskriti